On to your favorite subject.
Yes, the
The
women's
women
team.
team, Basil.
Yes.
We saw that women team that was selected, and I'm going to see if I have it here. This is the West Indies T20 international women team to play in the World Cup. We're glad that that team came back. I mean, the entire Caribbean rejoiced at
Yes.
that team decided to come out of retirement. I remember one Friday evening, I was on a hotel rooftop. And while I was sitting there, Ailey Matthews' agent came and he sat down beside me and said, you know, it's my girl is the captain for the West Indies team now. I said, what? Yeah, man. He said, Stephanie Taylor gone and Datin resigned. You know, so so that news hit me that Friday evening very, very hard, you know, because there was no official release at that time. But
Right.
the agent of Ailey Matthews would have
Yeah.
known it, you know, but we welcome back Datin because all the argument about Datin and Matthews not seeing eye to eye, and Datin didn't believe that Ailey Matthews should have superseded her and so on. That
Yeah.
is no water under the bridge, and we're glad to see Datin back in the picture. But
Exactly.
there's a squad on the screen, Basil. Matthews, Campbell, Alain, Connell, Nerissa Crofton, DeAndre Datin, as we said, Affley Fletcher, Chanel Henry, Zadia James, Quiana Joseph, Mandy Mangru, Amishi Munisar, Chedi Nation, Charisma Maramat, and Stephanie Taylor. Basil, take it away for us.
There are 4 players on there I have serious problems with. James, Mangru, Munisar, and Nation. Anybody for Nation. I don't want to see Nation around West Indies cricket, period. Right? Nation doesn't deserve to play for West Indies anymore. Now, in Munisar, we have another woman in Guyana that can bowl better than her, Millington. Millington spins the ball. We already have the straight ball spinner in Ramrap. We don't need another one. We want one who could turn and spin the ball in Millington. Mangru can't get the ball off the square. I would have picked the girl Boyce from Trinidad, who is a way better wicketkeeper, who could hit the ball out the park. And actually, I was surprised when she played in the regional tournament how good a bowler she is. Right? And Zayda James. Where are we going with Zayda James? Zayda James has not shown us anything that she can play at that level right now. We continue to throw that young lady into the deep end, and she is not coming up. Right? So those are the main ones I got problems with.
What are your views on Nerissa Crofton? Because that name was thrown at me. I don't know that name.
That's the young lady from the Leewards. Seam bowler. She's the same young lady. Is it Crofton or the Clack? There's one called Claxton or Crofton.
No, Claxton. I know Claxton went to no, she never went to Australia. She went to Bangladesh and she went to Sri Lanka and Pakistan. But
yeah,
this
Crofton play. I think isn't Crofton from is Windwards or Leeward she's from. But I hear. No, you bring in Nerissa Crofton. What happened to young Wilmont? You carry Wilmont on these tours, and now you throw she one side, and you bring in somebody else. Oh, what is your plans? You know, and these are the things I wanted the coach to answer these questions. Now, you have Kiana Joseph, who is woefully unfit to play cricket at the highest level. And this is a World Cup we're going to. What are you going to be doing in the interim, at least to help her to get her fitness at least to some decent levels that are required to play in a World Cup?
You know, before I come to Andre, and I will be going, I think, St. Elizabeth this weekend, this Sunday, to play some cricket. You know, but Shady Nation, I agree with you about Basil. I cannot see what's the reason, what's the rationale behind Shady Nation
and just
really in this team. I know you say about Mangru. but I would have gone ahead with Mangru over Shady Nation.
Mm-hmm.
I would have gone with Rashada Williams over Shady Nation.
Exactly.
I know Rashada Williams is struggling in the T20 format, but I'd have gone with her over Shady Nation. I just do not understand the selection of Shady Nation. I also don't understand the selection of Nerissa Crofton. The coach spoke about how well she did in the camp that they had, But
Yeah.
but this name is just thrown at me, and when I don't know a name and you don't know a name, it just pluck out of thin air. And if she goes to the World Cup and she does well, we are going to say, "Well done, coach, for finding a talent."
Of course,
We are
I
going to
mean,
say that.
hey,
So,
I will eat crow. I have no problems with that. No,
yes.
and you know something? You talking about camp. I heard not Mangru, Munisar was like the leading wicket taker in the camp. No. Millington didn't get to go to the camp. Right?
But Basil, the numbers are there, and anybody can check it because it is there.
Yes.
In the regional T20 Blaze that played earlier this year, Millington get 11 wickets. The leading wicket taker, Ashmini Munisar, got 6 wickets. You might be saying that, well, probably she's more expensive. All of her numbers, her economy is better than Munisar, her strike rate is better than Munisar,
Yes.
her average is better than Munisar,
Exactly.
and she got 11 wickets.
Correct.
And the thing about it, you are a Guyanese, Millington is a Guyanese, Munisar is a Guyanese, so no one can say that we are talking against Guyanese here.
Correct.
We are talking about performance and not the name.
Exactly.
And so we're very shocked that Millington is not part of this setup. And this young lady must be wondering what she needs to do.
Yeah, I mean,
what she needs to do.
I have heard that she is talking about quitting the game because year after year she performs and she don't even get as much of a call to go to a camp. Not even selected in the West Indies team, but even get called to go to a camp. And if you look at her record year after year, she is always probably in the top 3 in terms of economy rate year after year after year. So I feel for the young lady that she is saying to herself, what more do I have to do?
Yeah, and you can't be the leading bowler in a tournament.
And you can't even go to the camp.
And can't go to the camp. Desmond Haynes said in 2022 when they were picking the World Cup team, we have to pick Chase because Chase was the leading batsman in the CPL.
Mm-hmm.
And if he scored the most runs in the CPL, then why don't we pick? We have to pick him. Mm-hmm. So why aren't we picking Millington, the young lady from Guyana,